Stitch podcast. My name is Christina. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today and spending a little bit of time with me as I chat about the crafty things that I have been working on these past few weeks. Today is Wednesday, June 26, 2019, and this is episode 12 of my podcast. And this is a podcast primarily about crocheting, knitting, and a little bit of sewing thrown into the mix here and there. You can find me on the internet as the.blissful.stitch on Instagram, and you can find me on Pinterest and Ravelry as the Blissful Stitch, which I'll have written here on the screen. It's been a few weeks since my last podcast, so my background has changed. I hope you guys enjoyed this background. This is my sewing table, my little crafting sewing table. So I thought it would be nice to kind of switch it up and bring you to a different area of my home that's a little bit more crafty. I was kind of getting tired of my old background. It's just kind of a mess. I wasn't really liking it, but I am liking this area. So what do you guys think? If you guys like it, give me a thumbs up, let me know below. Or do you like my other area that's in my room? This is actually my living room area. I have my living room over here and I have my kitchen area on this side. So this is just my little crafty corner here in my home. A big welcome to all of my new viewers. Hello, welcome to my podcast, to my channel. Thank you so much for subscribing and for showing me support. I really appreciate it. And a big welcome back to all of my returning viewers. I hope all of you are doing well. It is full bloom of spring here in North New Jersey. Summertime. What am I talking about? It is full bloom summer here in North New Jersey. It became summertime June 21st, I believe. This has been a pretty busy month for my household. My kids just finished school. June is always typically a busy month, but I think a little more busier now that both of my kids are in school. And I also earlier this month celebrated my birthday, which is really nice. I just turned 31 years old, so I am officially into my 30s rather than just at the 30 mark. I am officially in my 30s, as I like to say. But it was nice. I just spent some time with my family, as I always love to on my birthday. And the following weekend after my birthday, I had a well-awaited and well-deserved date day/night with my husband, which really typically comes every once in a blue. So that was really nice. And that weekend we also celebrated Father's Day. So happy Father's Day. If there's any men watching this and you're a dad, happy belated Father's Day, and happy Father's Day to any married or any married women who have a husband who's a father, or any boyfriends who are fathers. Happy Father's Day to you and yours, I guess I would just say. But it's been quite a while, and I have reached my hump of 100 subscribers, and I was supposed to post a giveaway video following my last podcast that week, but I never got around to it, guys. I'm so sorry. It's just been, like I said, a crazy month. My kids have been having a plethora of half-a-days, and then me having to take off of work, and then me making up that time because I don't want to take any vacation days. I want to save those days for any spontaneous mornings that we just wake up and want to do something with the kids during the summer, or any long weekends that we may want to take. So yeah, I wanted to make up my hours, which meant I was working a lot more. But anyway, back to the hump of 100 subscribers. As I promised, I am doing a small little giveaway here on my channel for my 100 subscriber giveaway, my first giveaway, I guess you would say. I know I'm kind of corny, sorry, because I'm kind of excited about it. I think anybody who starts a YouTube channel, you look forward to that 100 mark, and I did it, and I'm excited, and it's all thanks to you guys. I thank each and every one of you for supporting me and wanting to spend the time just to see what I've been, working on crafty wise. So that's really, really cool. So before I start my video, I am going to let you know the details of the giveaway. So for my giveaway, I figured I would let you guys choose what skein of yarn that you would like from the yarn shop of Amy from the Noble Character Crafts. I decided to honor her shop for my first giveaway. I've been a follower and a subscriber of hers for quite some time, and I really, really admire her in the knitting community. I admire her makes. She gets them done really, really super fast, and everything that she decides to make is just beautiful, and all of her yarn is so gorgeous. She's such a wonderful woman from what we see on the screen, and I'm sure in real time you are just the same, Amy, if you are watching this. So I really wanted to honor her shop, and her shop, I'll put it over here, is Noble Character Crafts, and it's an Etsy shop. And I decided that for the giveaway, whoever is the winner, that you will be able to choose one skein of yarn from her shop of your choice. So the prompt for this giveaway, you can comment down below. I don't want you to comment or hashtag giveaway or anything like that. I want you to tell me what was your first craft that you ever did that really brought you into the knitting community or the knitting lifestyle, crocheting lifestyle, just the crafty lifestyle in general. So if you can let me know down below, just comment, like I said, the first crafty project that you have ever made that got you really into crafting. Maybe I should have just put it that way. Your first major project that you did that really got you into crafting. I would really love to know down below. And with you commenting your answer, you are automatically entered into the giveaway. So depending on the amount of comments that I may receive for this giveaway, I will do the random number generator and pick a winner from there. So I do hope you guys enter this giveaway. And again, Amy, if you are watching this, thank you so much for letting me be able to honor your shop for my first giveaway here on YouTube. It's super exciting. So thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you to each and every single one of you, like I said, who have supported me and who have subscribe to me. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Okay, so without further ado, I guess we can go ahead and jump right into the podcast. I do have a few acquisitions to share with you. I do have a couple of new whips, some whips repeating, and a couple of finished objects to share. My finished objects are sewing related. They're not fiber related. I'm sorry. But I was just really bitten by the sewing bug these past couple of weeks. I've just been wanting to sew some bags. So I did get 2 done that I am super proud of. So I guess let's go ahead and get started. I'm not sure, actually, backtrack a little bit. I'm not sure if I stated where you can find me, but you can find me on Instagram as the.blissful.stitch, and you can find me on Pinterest and Ravelry as the Blissful Stitch, which I will put on the screen for you. I do hope that you would come give me a visit on my Instagram. I am most active on there. I love conversing with you guys. I love having DMs from you guys and just conversing and just being able to talk to you guys. That really makes my day and I love it. I love being able to connect. So yeah, if you just want to, you can head over to Instagram, give me a follow, shoot me a DM, let's talk, let's be friends, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the finished objects segment of this podcast. So my first finished object that I will share with you is my first project bag that I made last week. And it is, I'm sorry it's a little wrinkly because it was kind of like this, so where I keep my my whips, but it's this really, really pretty bumblebee print. Really nice all around. And I lined it with fleece. So it's really, really squishy and really soft. And I also added this little butterfly charm. I did have a bee charm that I wanted to use for this, like a bumblebee, but it was too small. So I figured the little butterfly worked well. And on the inside, I just used a plain gray zipper. That's what I had handy for this size of bag. And on the inside, I did this really nice gingham, I guess you would say, or checkered green fabric on the inside. I do have a whip in here right now. But yeah, I wanted to use a yellow fabric for the inside to match the bees, but I didn't have enough of yellow fabric, but I did have enough of this green one, and I do think it looks well, that it looks nice there. So, and I did like a boxed bottom. Again, and if you're new to my channel, I am a newbie sewer. So please bear with me if you notice any mistakes on there. And just a quick, if you hear little pitter patters on the floor, those are my cats and they like to run. So sorry, disclaimer. But yeah, so this is my first little finished object to share with you. Again, I am a newbie sewer if you are a new viewer. So I'm taking you along my sewing journey as well. So my second finished object, and a little backstory or a reasoning why I did this bag rather, is I'm participating in the Soft Yarn Designs, the Mermaid Garden Shawl. Sorry, I keep wanting to say Garden Mermaid. The Mermaid Garden Shawl that Soft Yarn Designs is hosting right now. It's in a knit along, and it's like a mystery knit along. So you kind of get your clues along the way. And I haven't started it yet. I know. I've been pretty like down to the wire with a couple of projects because they are commissioned projects and I need to kind of get them done. But anyhow, it is the Mermaid Garden knit along shawl. So I had to make a bag to kind of go along with that, with that knit along. So this is the project bag. Again, I'm sorry if the fabric is a little wrinkled. It was kind of bent down like that where my whips are. I kind of have to figure out which side. I'm hitting my table. I got to figure out which side to kind of showcase what I'm working on or what I worked on. But yeah, so I did this really nice mermaid fabric that I've had for quite some time and I've never used it. And I did this pink polka dot at the bottom, and I kind of got all professional and kind of did a double top stitch at the top. And when you flip it around, I did this grayish denim fabric in the back with the same pink polka dotted bottom. Again, double top stitching here. And the reason why I don't have the mermaid in the front and the back was because this fabric was a fat quarter, so I didn't have enough to put on the back, but I think I love the way that it came out either way. So you kind of have two different sides that you can use. But I did put this little keychain holder here. I did the polka dot that's at the bottom to hold the actual handle of it, and I just used whatever scrap mermaid fabric left to have a handle on here. I used the invisible zipper, which I'm loathing using invisible zippers because I can get one side that shows a little bit more of the zipper, and then when I try to do the other one, it gets closer, and that's how I kind of want it to be. But so invisible zippers are a little bit tricky for me, but I still love this bag. And on the inside, it looks black and white, but it's more so a navy blue and white gingham fabric or a checkered fabric. Is it gingham? Let me know below. Is it gingham or checkered? Not sure. But I decided to use this for the inside. Again, it's coming off as black and white, but it's a navy blue and white. So this is the bag that I've made specifically for the knit along that I'm participating in, and hope to cast on my first clue shortly. So yeah, this is my second finished object to share with you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started into the whips segment of this podcast. One moment. Nothing fancy to drink today, just a plain old bottle of water. Okay, so I guess we can start off with the whips that are in those, well, not the mermaid one because I haven't started it yet, but I do have a whip in the bumblebee bag that I made. And this is a test knit that I am doing for a LOOKSIE yarn. She is coming out with a sock pattern called the Candy Kingdom socks. And she asked me if I could test knit, and of course I couldn't say no. But this is what it looks like. These are called the Candy Kingdom socks. And this is the first time that I'm ever doing knitted baubles, which is pretty cool. It's on front and the back. I'm not sure if you can see the baubles, but they're kind of right there, and the same on the back. So I'm going to be starting the heel flap on this, the heel flap, heel turn gusset, and the pattern is going to have this pattern on the top of the sock as well. And I am using DPNs for this. And this is 2.25 millimeter DPNs that I'm using. And I just decided to do the pattern is called for 1x1 ribbing, but I prefer to do the 1x1 twisted rib. So I decided to do that for the sock. That's the only thing that I did different was the cuff, which I don't think she minds. So, and the yarn that I'm using for this is Lofty Loops yarn in the April colorway, the April Mystery Club colorway. Super pretty. It's this really pretty light purple with kind of like magenta, fuchsia, a goldish yellow specks in it. It's just gorgeous, and I knew I kind of had to do this pattern in this colorway. It's just like perfect. I love it so much. So yeah, that is my first sock whip. Again, that's LOOKSIE yarn. Her sock pattern that she's coming out with, sorry, I drew a brain fart. That's her sock pattern she's coming out with called the Candy Kingdom socks. So that's living in, again, this project bag. So the second sock whip I want to share with you is living in also in this little project bag that I had made, one of my first ones actually. Sorry. And this is just a woodland animal fabric at the top with a denim fabric at the bottom, and just this like pearly sheenish type of tag here. And in the inside I also have the same fabric as the tag. I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of like sheeny. But in here I am doing my Hermione everyday socks. So this is what I have so far. The last time that you guys saw it, I was just done with the leg portion and I needed to start the heel flap. So since the last time, I've done the heel flap, heel turn, gusset, and now I'm working on the foot. Again, this is the Hermione everyday sock pattern. I don't know if you can tell because the sock is heavily speckled, as you can see, but yeah. And I did the 2x2 ribbing cuff. I did the cuff a little bit longer than I usually do. I don't know why, I guess I just lost track of myself, but yeah. this is what I've got so far. And I'm using the Magic Loop method in the 2.25 millimeter from ChiaoGoo red lace needles. And the yarn that I'm using for this pattern is Handmade Home Fibers colorway in Viva. And this is the Las Vegas inspired yarn that they have come up with. So it's really nice, super heavily speckled, which I love. And it's a bunch of neon colors in there, which make it super fun to work with as I'm working with this sock. I really can't wait to get to the next little color speckle, which means it kind of gets addicting once I start on the sock. So yeah, this is what I have so far. The Hermione Everyday sock pattern I'm using for this. So yes, this is my second sock whip. I do have another whip, the Galaxy socks that I have for my daughter, and I haven't touched those, sadly. Well, I actually did, but I only did like maybe 3 rows on it, so I didn't think I was going to show it here because it's not something that I was consistently working on. But that one has to get done. I'm like disappointed in myself, right? And I lied. I have another sock pattern, another sock whip here. Sorry, don't mean to be a liar. But it is living in here, this little tote bag. How cute is this tote bag? I got this tote bag at Hobby Lobby and I had to pick it up because it's so cute. It's not like a regular size tote. It's like a mini tote. So it's perfect for a sock pattern. I keep saying sock pattern, a sock whip. Jeez Louise. But in this bag, I have this sock that I'm working on. It's just a plain vanilla sock. And this is the first sock for 2 different things. The first sock that I've ever worked on that's using contrast heels, toes, and cuffs. And my first sock that I'm doing DPNs on. This is the first time that I've dived into using DPNs. And I'm loving it. I always found DPNs to be super intimidating and just kind of scary to work with. I've learned knitting with flat needles and then circular needles and using the 9-inch circulars, and now with the DPNs. So I decided to dive into it. And I'm so glad that I did. So much so that I casted on the test knit socks using DPNs because I was just really digging it. I really like it. So I know that there's a bunch of different ways to use the DPNs. You can use 4 needles or 3 needles. I first started off with 4 needles, but just found it to be easier doing the decreases with 3 needles. That's why it looks like this. I don't know if it's the traditional way to do it, but the 3 needles for the gusset portion is working well for me. I'm sorry guys if you can hear my kiddos. They're in my room right over there. But yeah, for the yarn that I'm using Shauna Adelaide Cottage yarns. Shauna from Adelaide Cottage Yarns in her colorway Galaxy. And it came with a mini skein of your choice, which it was a neon pink or a hot pink, neon pink, or the purple one. I chose the purple one, but I'm not too sure what the name of the purple colorway is. But this color is Galaxy right here, which I'll just take it out for you. And the DPNs, I am using 2.25 millimeter as well. So this is the color, Galaxy. It's really pretty. It has purples and pinks and grays and even like little bits of orange. Really pretty. Again, this is Galaxy. from Adelaide Cottage Yarns. And this is the purple mini skein. I'm not too sure of the colorway name on this. So yeah, guys, just one more look. This is the vanilla sock that I'm working on. Oh, you know what? It's my first shorty sock too. So we'll add that to the first of this sock. So first time using DPNs, I casted this on. First time doing contrast, heels, toes, and cuffs. And my first shorty sock. I usually do a longer leg on my socks, but I decided to do a shorter version of it, which I guess my next sock whip in the future, I'll do like a real shorty and start the heel flap right after the cuff. But yeah. So, okay, I promise that's it of my sock whips. So now my next whip that I would like to share with you is living in this project bag, which I believe was my first project bag that I ever made. I don't even think I did lining in this. If I did, it was really like featherweight interfacing, but it's just this really nice denim-ish fabric with this cute little strawberry fabric that I also included in the inside. Really cute. So in here, I am working on my Santa Monica bias wrap, and this is a commissioned project here. This is one of the ones that I'm kind of really trying to bust out. It's due by Friday, so, but it's really easy to work on. This pattern is from Jessica, Mama in a Stitch. And, oh, I'm sorry. I'm recording on my phone, so when I get a text message, it doesn't go away and I want to see the whole screen. But this is the Santa Monica bias wrap. It's a crochet pattern from, again, Mama in a Stitch, which I believe her name is Jessica. And I got a lot of work on this done. The last time that you guys saw it, I just had this panel done of the colorway Vintage, which is on my vest actually. Yeah, I used this yarn for this vest, which this vest, by the way, I didn't mention it in the beginning of the podcast, is my second crocheted garment that I ever made, and this is the summer cardi from Jessica Carey at the Hook Nook. But back to my pattern, or my whip. Again, this is the Santa Monica bias wrap. And I'm using Lion Brand Jeans yarn for this project, which is the yarn that she used for in her pattern. This is the colorway Stonewash, I believe. And this is the colorway Capri. And I love working with Lion Brand Jeans yarn because it's so soft and so easy to work with. And I love the finished product or the finished project when using this yarn. So I did get quite a bit done. Again, you guys just saw this panel done in my last podcast. So I was able to kind of get all of this done. And it's really nice because it has bobbles on there and some treble crochet stitches and double crochet. So it's really pretty, really easy. I think they call this working your wrap on the bias. So it's kind of like it tapers, so you're decreasing on one side, increasing on the other. So yeah, I am definitely going to be making a version for myself. I already know what colors I want to do. I want to use the khaki colorway, which she used in the original pattern. The khaki colorway, and I want to use the burgundy-ish colorway from the jeans yarn as well. I'm not sure of the colorway name though, but it's like a burgundy reddish color. So those two colors I want to use for my bias wrap. But again, this one is a commissioned one. This one's going to my friend. So yeah, really, really pretty with all those baubles. I love the baubles. So nice. And for this project, I am using a size 6mm crochet hook for this. And just a close-up at the colors. These are the two colors that I am using. This is Stonewash, this is Capri. So really nice. This is a fun pattern and it's working up really, really quick. This could have been done already. I just procrastinate too much. Children, please lower your voices, okay? Okay, so that is another whip. Another whip to share with you guys is a test knit that I didn't get to complete at the deadline date. Again, this month has just been so crazy with my kids, but it is living in just this clear tote bag. And in here, I was test knitting the Neighborhood Tee by Sorella. And it's like a cropped raglan style tee that has a scoop neck. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, I've gotten this much done for the raglan increases. I'm holding it the wrong way, but this is the wrong side. This is the right side. And the last time you guys saw, this is where I had stopped. So I was able to get a good amount done. I actually finished the increases. I just didn't get to finish attaching the body, finishing the body, and doing the ribbing on the neckline, on the sleeves, and the ribbing at the bottom of the tee. And for this project, I am using Lion Brand Jeans yarn, again, in the khaki colorway. So this is one of the colorways that I want to use for my Santa Monica bias wrap when I make one for myself. So it's really nice. It's coming along. This is a priority knit for me to finish next week when I finish my two real priorities of my whip patterns. Sorry, my bag fell. And I'm making the camera shake. I'm sorry. But yeah, this stitch marker is really, really cute. It's just a pair of scissors. I got this from a pack I got this in a pack of other Progress Keepers from Hobby Lobby. And for this project, I'm using Knitter's Pride knitting needles in 5mm, and it's the marbled one. I'm not too sure exactly what the name of the collection is. I think it's like marbled. But yeah, this is how much I was able to get done for the test knit. I'm sad that I wasn't able to finish it on the deadline. But yeah, it'll get finished next week. This is definitely going to be a priority for me, for sure. Okay, I have two more things to share with you. One is living in this, oh no, three more things, sorry. This is living in this little project basket, I guess you can say. I picked this up from Five Below, but it's really nice to hold projects in. So this is a project for my youngest daughter. This is the little bunny that I was making. I got this pattern from One Dog Wolf. I'm not too sure of her name. I think it's Amy. Correct me if I'm wrong. But One Dog Wolf, I altered it just a little bit, but I did use the same yarn that she called for, which was Lion Brand Homespun Thick and Quick. And this is the colorway Tudor, Tudor. And it's just a little bunny. My youngest loves bunnies, so I definitely wanted to make this little version for her. The only thing that I have to finish on this bunny is the eyes, the nose, and the little pom-pom tail, the little bunny tail. So yeah, this is another thing that I don't know why, like I just don't finish the simple project. It'll start to linger. So the last time that you guys saw this, I didn't sew the pieces together yet, but I did have the pieces done. So now I sewed the pieces, and for some reason it's just taking me a lifetime, excuse me, to do the eyes, nose, and the bunny tail. It really shouldn't take me that long, but so this is a cute little bunny. And for her as well, I'm thinking of maybe doing 2 little bows at the top to make it kind of like little pigtail bunny ears. I think that would look really, really cute. I was gonna do 1 big bow in the middle, but my mom actually gave me the suggestion to maybe do 2 little ones, for 1 for each ear. So yeah, I think this was called the Classic Bunny tutorial. I believe it was an Easter pattern, but my daughter loves bunnies, so it doesn't have to be just for Easter. But yeah, so hopefully she'll just be done soon, right? We gotta get you done for sure. And my last whip is a baby blanket, which I switched out my rabbit hole cardigan. I still have it. I haven't worked on it since my last podcast, but I decided to take that out of this basket and put the baby blanket that I'm working on. So it's living in here, and this is Molly from a Homespun House. This is her market totes, or market baskets rather, that she has in her shop. And I am just making a simple baby blanket, which is a commissioned project. And I have to bust this baby blanket out in a few days. So this is just what I have so far. So yeah, I'm doing really, really simple because of the fact that it's due by Monday and I really have to kind of bust this baby out. I wanted to do something extremely simple, so I just figured I'm just going to be doing double crochets all the way up, and for the border I'm going to be doing a shell stitch. Sorry. And for this blanket, I folded it in half. It's pretty long. I chained 113 and did double crochet up and down the rows. And for this project, I am using, which I was surprised to see this in my local Michael's store, is the Lion brand Feels Like Butter yarn. This is in the colorway Ice, and it's a huge skein of this. I've never seen this before. I've seen the regular smaller skeins, which I think comes with 246 yards, if I'm not mistaken. But this one is 563. Don't quote me, but it's in the 500s of how many yards is in this. And this is, again, the Feels Like Butter yarn from Lion brand, and I've never seen it in a big skein like this. So it's super soft. I love this yarn so much. I actually have a few skeins of the pink color. So yeah, I picked up a couple of skeins of this and decided to use this for the baby blanket. And for this project, I am using a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook, and I got this crochet hook from Hobby Lobby. They were on sale one day when I went, so I picked up, I think it was like $1.98 per crochet hook. So I decided to pick up a few of them in different sizes. Really pretty, really fancy. So that is living in my little market basket. All right, so that is everything that I have. No, one more. I'm jumping ahead of myself. This is living in this little crocheted little project bag that I made quite a long time ago. It's so cute. And what I am making here are dishcloths / washcloths. And the reason behind making these, it's not for myself, but for my youngest daughter. She just finished a 3-year-old preschool, and she has 3 primary teachers. So she is going to summer camp that the school is actually hosting, which was really, really convenient. They're hosting a summer camp, so I figured the first day of summer camp, I would love to give them something handmade just to show appreciation for her school year that just passed, and just appreciation for them doing the summer camp. So I decided to make dishcloths / washcloths, whatever their heart desires to use them for. But I figured I would do a pack of 3 for each. So there's 3 teachers, and I'm making 3 per teacher. I got the pattern for the, I didn't weave in any ends, sorry guys, not yet. But I got the pattern off of Pinterest. I don't remember the pattern, it's on my phone, but I'm recording off of my phone. So I will put it in the description box below, or I will just write it over here, the pattern for this. And I'm using the sugar and cream cotton yarn for this. And it's a really nice, it just works diagonally all the way down. So you get to the middle and then you start decreasing, but it's worked diagonally. Really nice, just pieces curling. But I did this one so far. And I did a really pretty coral color. This one is tangerine. I'm not sure, I'm sorry, of this colorway. I threw away the label. I forgot to save it. But I did this tangerine color as well. I had this one in my stash. And also a plain white one that I had in my stash. Really nice, just plain garter stitch in the middle, simple yarn overs, really, really nice. So I haven't weaved in any of the ends, but each teacher will be receiving a pack of 3. So I'm super excited about that. And for that project, I am just using my wooden flat needles in 5mm. So that is the final whip that I have to share with you guys. I will show you the different colorways that I did pick in my acquisitions segment, which I guess we should just get right into. So I have a few acquisitions to share with you, nothing major, but I guess I'll just show you first the different colors that I picked out for the teachers. So this one is in the colorway Sonoma print, which is really nice. It's like a cream color with different grays, little speckles in there, grays, like olive green, this like reddish, rusty color. So I got that one. I got a plain gray one, and this is the colorway Overcast. Pretty neutral. And I also, I don't know if you can hear my kids laughing, but also I got this one, which is hot purple. And this one, which is chamomile. This one, which is sea breeze. I love this one, especially for summer. And this last one, which is fruit punch. So these are the different colors that I picked to make for those washcloths for the teachers. And I'm gonna put them with a nice little ribbon and a nice little tag, just showing my appreciation for what they do with the kids. And for my next acquisition, I picked these up from Michael's in the Stop It Pookie. I got this from Michaels, which is the Loops and Threads DK or Joy DK yarns. And this is in the colorway Lagoon. So pretty. So the intent with this is to use it for the mermaid, the garden mermaid shawl for the knit along that I want to be participating in. But the pattern calls for fingering weight. I do have a different option for the fingering weight, but I want to see if it's possible if I can use it with the DK. Because when I went initially to pick it out, I guess I was just having a brain fart that day and I could have sworn that the pattern was DK. I don't know why. So that's why I had initially picked these out. But the pattern indeed calls for fingering weight yarn. So I'm not sure. I'm going to contact the designer to see if it is possible to use DK weight for the pattern. If not, I will find a different project to use this for, but just look at that color. It's just gorgeous. Pookie! Pookie! Sorry, guys. Ripping up my couch. Let me just share with you, this is the other option that I'm going to be using for the shawl, is this fingering weight yarn. And I got this from my first Knit Crate box quite a few months ago. I think maybe November it was. But this is from the Uru yarn that they were promoting. And this is in the colorway Shibori. So I'm not sure which one I'm gonna do. I really wanted to use that DK. I really wanted to use this yarn for it because the colorway is so beautiful, but I will settle for this if need be. So yeah, guys, that is everything that I have to share with you today. I guess we can move along into chatter. There's really not much to chat about, but let me know if you guys do like this background instead of my original background. I definitely wanted to have something a little bit new, a little bit fresh, and something a little more crafty as my background. I felt like the other one was just kind of too blah and a little bit messy. But yes, June has been a crazy month. Again, my kids just finished school this last Friday. So I was dealing a lot with, half days and again, making up work. I did celebrate my birthday earlier this month, like I said, so things have just been a little bit crazy. My cat is going nuts. My cat is going nuts, literally. I have two. One is Pookie and one is Sable. Sable is actually the mother of Pookie, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I am not going to be casting on anything new, guys. I'm kind of getting overwhelmed with the amount of whips that I have, and I really, really want to finish them. I still have my party top that I haven't touched in quite a long time. I still have quite a few sock whips that I have to complete. Just so many things that I'm just overwhelmed with now at this moment. So I want to get those done before I start anything new. The only thing new that I'm going to be starting would be that mermaid shawl knit along. And also I am going to be test knitting a really, really simple tank top cropped shirt as well. Those are the only two new things that I'm going to be casting on, and everything else I need to just finish. So you guys are going to be seeing a little bit of repeats, maybe new things once I finish a few of them. But yeah, the two new things that you can expect to see are the mermaid shawl and the new test knit that I'm going to be working on. But yeah, guys, nothing else is new. Again, thank you so much for supporting me thus far, and thank you so much to all of my new viewers as well. Again, the giveaway, I am letting the winner choose one skein of yarn from Amy at Noble Character Crafts, her yarn shop. You can pick whatever yarn you would like. And the prompt to enter the giveaway, I'll just repeat it again. Just comment down below your first craft project that you ever made that got you really into crafting. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. I really do hope that you enter the giveaway. It's my pleasure to do that for you guys. Again, it's just a thanks so much. And again, thank you, Amy, if you are watching, for letting me honor your yarn shop as my first giveaway. All right, guys, that is everything that I have to share with you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending some time with me as I share the things that I have been working on. So until next time. Oh, you know what? One other thing, Pookie. I'm telling you, my cat is going crazy. Are you scared? I'm sorry, guys. She's going nuts with a big tail and all. Something's scaring her, something's spooking her. But also, I decided with my podcast that I'm just going to upload when I have enough things to share with you guys, because like I stated before, the amount of time on a weekly basis that I have to put towards crafting varies so much. There are some weeks where I can get so much done, but yet there's also other weeks that I don't get much done at all. But I definitely will be uploading monthly, hopefully 2 times a month. But you will definitely be able to see my podcast within a month, just not sure when. I can't hold myself to a committed time at the moment. And also I don't want to have that pressure also, because it just kind of takes the fun out of stuff. But yeah, you can definitely see me once a month, hopefully twice a month. So I'm going to leave it at that. That is just what is going to be working for me. But okay, guys, I will let you guys go. Work on something crafty this week. Work on something that is lingering, as always, as I always say. And stay crafty, my friends. I will see you guys next time. Bye.